Welcome. This is Tony B here in Cleveland, Zone 6B. We do garden here in Ohio. Like a lot of people don't think we do uh, much gardening this time of year, but it's a beautiful early April day, and it's prime and perfect for gardening. And I just want to say hello to all the people out there in the gardening community. It's a huge fellowship I see now, and it's been a blast checking all these folks out. I just want to shout out to some of the folks before I get started with my tour. We got who we got, Gloria? We got Miss Linda, the New Orleans gardener. We got Asia, the Yellow Door Homestead, and we got Broke Farmer. We got Gina versus Gina. We got, I mean, you just name it. It's just so many of them that I'm becoming more familiar with because I watch a lot of their videos, and I've learned quite a bit from them as I've been going along and working on my own garden. So I've been taking a few tips and points from here and there. I got Grown Out of the Box that I like out there in Georgia, and I got some folks from out there in Texas. So, and the list goes on. It's just so many to name. And it's always interesting to see, all these folks and what they're doing in their gardens. So I'm gonna have y'all follow me on into the greenhouse here for a minute. And we're gonna start right here. We got my Chicago Hardy Fig is brand new, new to the family, and it's starting to break loose. I see that we're getting some leaves on those, and don't forget about the little guy. He fell off of that, and I think he had some roots on him, and so we're gonna try to get him started too. And then these three here in the front that you see, they are brown turkey figs that I grew from seed, and I have the main one that I grew last year, and he's over in the ground, and I'll show him in a minute. And over here we got a crab tree cutting that I'm working on, because I understand that you can use crab trees to pollinate your apple trees. So I'm gonna work on that as an experiment. And we got green amaranth in here, and we've got cuttings from my brown turkey fig tree. We got what is this? Artichoke. We got dill. We've got some mustard greens, and we've got red Swiss chard. We've got I believe this is some pak choy, or it could be some additional mustard greens. Can't remember what these flowers are, but they're all growing very well, and I have plenty of them. I'm going to spread them around. We got plenty basil here. We've got more green amaranth and some red amaranth in that pot over there. We've got calendula here that's been holding up pretty good, even though I didn't like it when it got too cold in here, just like these zinnias. But you see they got a little burnt a little bit from the cold, but they're hanging in there. I've got some borage, and then this is not lovish. This is, I forget the name of this other stuff here, but it's another herb. And then I got some purple calathea in this little container. Makes for a very nice little plant. We've got nasturtiums here. We've got snapdragons. Got a bunch of those right there. Then we got Tithonia, which is the Mexican sunflower, right here. And I got some more marigolds growing in this little container. And these are my prized marigolds, the Jolly Jesters my wife bought. And they're some of the most beautiful marigolds I've seen in a while. And this is another variety of amaranth. It's called Joseph Coat, and it's dazzling. For at least on the seed packet, it looks dazzling. And these are alyssum. I separated, got 4 alyssum, and then I have dahlias, all in these containers here that I grew from seed. and I think there must be a brassica in there. It might be a cabbage. And then we've got rosemary here, a couple of rosemary. Hard for me to grow rosemary and lavender. I have no success in growing lavender. Then we've got, and forgive the wind, it's very windy out here right now. Then we got passion flower here. My wife got me some passion flower seeds, but they haven't come up yet. I'm just nursing those, hoping they will come through. And I can't remember what this thing is, but I started in the house, and it's been trying to survive, but it's holding on. And I got a couple little apple cuttings in here that I'm seeing if they will survive and make it. I just popped them in there in the same little container with this snowball cauliflower. That's what you see there in the front. Okay, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out now. We're gonna head out, and I grow plenty things in the ground. Then I have raised beds, and I got plenty containers. We use, in my raised beds, I have to cover them because we have so much pressure from like groundhogs and other pet squirrels and other animals, in addition to insects. So in this bed, I have a lot of my lettuces that I've sown in there. I've got lettuce and spinach in these beds, and some of the spinach I grew. I started in the house, but I also backed it up with some seeds that I've sown. As you can see, I got a lot of spinach growing that's coming up now. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then if you come over here, I got this makeshift trellis, and I got plenty snow peas over in here. And they're coming along quite well. As I said, though, I have to do everything to protect them, though, because otherwise something will get them. And over here by my main trellis, where I have generally grow my tomatoes, I have plenty of more peas circling all around, and hopefully they'll go up that trellis, and later on this spring I'll have plenty of beans if I can keep the groundhogs and other animals off of them. And we get over here, and we have another trellis on this side, but we also have plenty of brassicas, and I put radishes and some other things in this bed, radishes and some carrots, and you might see some I'm not sure if it's turnips in here, or the other thing with the bulb. I can't think of it right now, but I think that's a kale plant that probably came back up from last year. And inside this where our doggy gate is, I call this my tomato cage, and so I'm going to be growing about 10 or 12 varieties of my tomatoes in this cage, and then that way I'll be able to manage all of those better, in one place. That's my objective. That's the main reason why I want to grow them in there. So, but I'll also have some tomatoes in other places around the garden. And back here on the back fence, we've got some brassicas in this bed as well. It's covered by a net to keep things off of it. But I also have some daikon radishes that are coming up, and I think I should have 3 rows of carrots in here too. So lot going on in this bed as well. So can't wait to start seeing things come up there. And over here is my raspberry corner by this telephone pole. Oh, and you got to catch my sign now. You got to catch the Boy Garden. That was the original Boy Garden sign, but it's faded since 2020 when I first put it up there. And then we've got a little trellis that I built just not too long ago from when it's time for me to put some beans down here. And these 3 beds over here, these are the first ones that I put together, the first ones that I made, and of course, and this is the first one that was covered as well. And we have plenty of brassicas in here. It might be just all kinds of brassicas in here, just that I grew, that I started in the house, and I brought them out here. They've been out here maybe like a couple of weeks. So, I mean, there's a chance they may not make it, but there's a chance that they could too. So I'd rather try anyway, and then worry about it later. And this bed has a lot of kale in it, and you see they teeny tiny small right now, but if they don't grow well, then I'll just go get some starts and pop them in there, no problem. We got over here we've got, now this is one of my collard beds where my collards did so well. I had some right near to the end of the season. I had to pull them because we got some real harsh cold weather, and they didn't make it, so I pulled them. So in this bed I put some more collards in there, and it also has some lettuce, a couple of varieties. I think this red lettuce, and it might be some butter crunch in there as well. So, and right here we got our cherry tree, and down below we even I mulched it with some strawberries. And down below is a little place where I'll put, in this bed I'll be putting some flowers, and I'll put some veggies in there too as well later on. And over here we've got our plum tree. It's covered. We kept it covered because it was very susceptible to freeze, and when it bloomed the last year, we got a freeze, and of course they all fell off and died, and we had no plums. So I'm being extra cautious of it by keeping it covered. And let's see, over here we've got our strawberry bed. This bed has been here for quite a while too, maybe for about 4 years, and I had to thin. It looks so sparse right now because I thinned it out, and so they have a chance to spread around, and and I've got fertilizer in there. I've done what I needed to do. I need to get that bed in shape. And we've got garlic. This is my garlic bed. I've been growing garlic in here for the last few years, and I put this garlic in there like in October, I think, and it made it through the winter, but it's struggling. It's struggling a little bit, but I think it's coming back. So I think we'll get some bulbs. We got some bulbs. They were fairly small though last year. And can't think about what varieties are in there. Oh, this is my compost pile, and what I'm gonna do this year, I'm gonna use a lot of materials from this, and then I'm gonna put it in there when I went with grass cuttings into my new compost tumbler here, and see how that works. I got rid of the other place where I was composting in this area, so I want to try this tumbler for a while and see how it works. I guess they've been out a while, but I just got one, so we'll see how it works as far as for making compost. And in this corner over here, we're gonna grow our melons, watermelons. I plan to get into the watermelon war, and this is where it's going to be grown, right in this corner over here. It's got all the fertilizer in it. It's got everything it needs to produce a huge, mountainous, humongous watermelon. So that's where it's going to be. And over here we've got my bed for my fava beans. And I grew fava beans last year, but I don't know, something got to them, and so I didn't get a chance to actually eat any of the fava beans. But this year I've been taking good care of this bed, and these are growing great, and hopefully we will have some fava beans to eat this year. Oh, and over here in this corner right here, can't forget our asparagus. I got two varieties of asparagus, and I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's got Mary Washington asparagus, and then I just put some Jersey Giant roots in there. I think about 6 or 8 of those are in there, and I'm just hoping that I get some bigger asparagus, because the Mary Washington varieties tends to be kind of spindly and thin. Wasn't that good. And so we got a garlic chives that's been in here for 10 or 15 years. I've just changed the pot and put them in a new pot after the pot wears out, and so they're looking great. Yeah, of course, on our raspberries, I think I mentioned our raspberries over there. And over here we've got our pollinator bed. The pollinator bed has echinacea in it. It may have some hollyhocks in there. It also has some kind of lilies in there, and we got something growing that's coming up right there. And I can't remember what it is, but hey, I'll just let it surprise me and I'll see. And over here, this is my cabbage. This is my cabbage bed. I got some small cabbages that I'm growing in there from seed. Cabbages are really hard for me to grow, but I'm determined to grow a cabbage from seed to a head. And if it doesn't work, then I'll go get some starts and pop those suckers in there too. And over here is my prize brown turkey fig that I grew from seed in December of 2023, I think. And it's been pruned. I'm not sure if I should have pruned it, but I did, because I don't want it to get too huge. And so it hasn't come back quite to life yet, but it's in really good shape. I'm waiting for it to start breaking out with its leaves and stuff, but it looks very healthy. I love what it's doing right now. And so we got more garlic over here. Excuse the noise, the wind is kicking up. So we got plenty of garlic in here in this bed as well. And I had beans in this bed because that's where I had that mesh trellis there. And it's been there. I left it there from last year. And this little bed I had my collard greens in it, and they'll probably be back in there this year along with some other things. And in this corner, I stuck this blackberry cutting here, and just to see how it does in this area over here next to this hibiscus tree here. And we got our grapevine, and I don't remember what kind of grapes they are. All I know is that the last couple years we have not gotten any grapes, so it grows like crazy, but it hasn't produced any fruit at least the last year or two. And so over here these are our new metal raised beds over here, and we've got a lot of stuff in here. A lot of brassicas we put in there. It could be Brussels sprouts, it could be some cauliflower, it could be some spinach. I got some red sorrel in this one, along with some Swiss chard. And I'll probably put some tomatoes in these beds or something, or some okra. Haven't decided just yet. And this is a salad bed for my wife. I wanted to have some place where she could come out and get some salad greens pretty quick, close to the house. And so they're coming along good. And these have been in there for a couple of weeks too, I guess. And right here we've got this pot that I grew my ground cherries in, and I'm going to put ground cherries back in this one. I have ground cherry growing in the house that can go in there unless if the seeds don't pop up. I'm told that wherever you grow them, that you always tend to get a lot of, volunteers who pop up. So I'm waiting to see if that's going to be the case. And so right here we've got in this big container. I was collecting water in it, and it busted, and so I just threw some leeks that I had in there, and they're kind of small, and then I put some leek seeds in there just to see what would happen. So I'm just waiting on that, and I'll figure out something to do with that pot pretty soon. So we got some. This back area is where I spend most of my time, but so I have this planter here. It has some Tristan strawberries in it, in addition to a couple of other ever-bearing varieties of strawberries that's in here. Yeah, so, and this is the bed by the house. Then I'm making an herb garden for my wife. We've got the sage here, and then we've got some celery in that pot, and then of course the little container has some chives in there. And up in this planter here, we've got some morning glories, and we put some seeds in. I put some cilantro seeds in this bed, and also some dill seeds that are in this bed. And there are also a lot of carrots that's planted underneath those those container tops that haven't come up yet. And then over here we got chocolate, mint, and then I have this just some other standard mint, in addition to I think Dusty Miller that was in there. And this little shrub right here came from the front yard that was just being a nuisance, so I just put him in a pot and put him back here. And this is my ever-bearing azalea. I'm waiting for it to wake back up. It was beautiful. It just bared so many beautiful blooms all year, all right to the end of the year. And then these are a couple hibiscus in these big pots here that I don't know if they're gonna come back. I bought them on sale at my local nursery, and it's supposed to be this interglow perennial thing, but we'll see if they make it. I don't know. I'm not sure. And this is my rose bush that I bought last year. This is my first and only rose bush that I ever purchased. I never was too interested in having roses, but when I saw the picture of the roses for this particular variety, I had to have it, so I bought it. So we'll see how well it does. And I kept it in a pot so I can observe it and manage it real good. So, and I forgot what I have in here, but I see whatever it is coming back up, and that's cool. And we've got some chamomile over there that's coming back up too. Got to mention this. I see that it was been out there all year. I didn't even plant in it. It just came back. And I forget what's in these pots here. Of course, and this is our other peach tree. And we got peaches on it last year for the first time. And it's getting ready to bloom. So kind of excited about that. My dog wants to go back in the house. So I think what we're gonna do is I got a few things in the basement that we want to show you. Don't pause it. We're gonna go. Just go.
You gonna edit it?
No, we're just gonna go ahead.
No, I'm saying you're gonna edit it so we don't have all that walking through the house.
No, we just this is the last part of the video where I'm just going to show you, turn this fan off first so you can hear. So these are my warm weather plants in here that they won't go out until probably for another few weeks till the weather is right. All of my peppers that I uppotted are down here. My eggplants. I got this thing called cleome that's in there. A couple of those. I've got my one and only ground cherry plant that's growing. I got all my melons down below here. My cucumbers. I got one sugar baby that's down here. I think I have some patty pan squash. I got a couple sunflowers in here. I have some more calendula and some more peppers down here. I've got some more basil in here. Gotta have plenty of basil. And over here, we've got all of my tomatoes that will be outside. I'm growing like 18 varieties, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll tell you what I have when I get them all planted up. I'll probably mention, what I have. And over here we got what? Over here I got some things under the lights, some cucamelons that haven't come up yet, and then I've got another squash that hasn't come up yet, and then in this one I have some cilantro. I got some lemon balm that hasn't come up, and then I got I got a dark basil dark dark opal basil in there, in addition to some leeks seeds that I put in there. And then we've got some parsley that's doing really good. And then I've got a few zinnias down in there, and some coleus in there, and some other flowers that have yet to break yet. And then underneath there, I think I have some tomatillos that I just started. And in here is my some gazania seeds. These my favorite gazanias are my favorite flower, and so I have some that I grew last year, and I saved the seeds and started them to see if I can get them going for my new bed outside. And those are my spare tomatoes here. So in the event things don't work out with some of those, or my neighbor or friends need some tomatoes, I have plenty to give them. And so there you have it. I think that's a tour of the garden, the greenhouse, and everything that I have going on under the grow lights. So I think that's a pretty good, thorough tour of what we got going right now. So I'm going to be out of town for a little bit. So by the time I get back, hopefully all these guys will be thriving and doing well, and then I'll get back to taking care of them, and I'll be a lot closer to getting ready to get them out. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for going along on this tour with me. I want to thank my wife for doing a fantastic job of videoing, because it's a lot easier to do these tours when you don't have to do the video. And so I thank her again. And until the next time I back out here, I want to just say peace to everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.